Good morning. It's Alex Robertson, the Operations Section Chief for Portland NEMO. Today is Monday, June 25th, and we're doing the operational briefing for the 416 fire. So what we'll do is we'll start on the north near Purgatory in our branch 3. Ongoing operations, but downsizing. We're really getting smaller up there as the work's getting completed, the preparatory work and the cleaning up the vegetation from all the lines that we've put in preparation when and if the fire ever approached Purgatory Mountain. So that work is dwindling. We still have quite a presence of engines along the 550 corridor all the way down through Hermosa and the southern end of the fire. A lot of that work is we're continuing to clean up brush piles. We're continuing to check and make sure that everything's safe and going good behind the homes. Where we have black behind the homes where it's already burned. One thing to note, we do have a number of a lot of work that's happened over the since this fire started 25 days ago. Know that we are trying to get to all the slash piles and chip and take care of all that brush. But one of the things that's hampering us a little bit is we don't know where all of it is. A lot of it was done by folks before we ever got here. So help us in locating that stuff and helping us if you're waiting for us to come to chip. And in some cases, we may just not know where all that stuff is. So help us with that, and we'll get the work done over time. We've got the folks to do it. As we move around the south, lower branch 1 area, that work is ongoing. A lot of it's pretty much totally complete, and we're in a monitoring and preparation phase down there. So the big part I want to talk about today is this Division Hotel in our branch 1, so the southwest corner of the fire. That's where a lot of the smoke, this Clear Creek area, a lot of the smoke from yesterday came in. That you saw coming down Hermosa Creek. 2 active areas of the fire. There's this one, and then way up north in the Hermosa drainage on the northwest corner of the fire in Deer Creek. That's the other place. Both of those combined for about 600 acres of growth yesterday, about 300 acres in each. And if from the Hermosa area yesterday you could see 2 different columns of smoke, that's where they were. This area, I'll talk a little bit about our strategy and tactics. So Buck Creek and Clear Creek, the 2 areas that we've been really concerned with and really watching closely the last couple days as things have dried out and it's heated up. Our strategy in there has been to use the 171 road as our control line and a piece of hand line that comes over on a ridge system and ties into some cold black from the line that was done around the southern portion of the fire about a week ago. Why do we use that strategy? This is some really, really rough terrain. It's some really ugly place. Not a place that we can safely put firefighters, not a place that we can safely insert folks, and more importantly, not a place that we can get somebody out if they got hurt. So that's why our strategy is back here. Although the fire's been sitting there, it hasn't been sitting in an area that we can just go and directly put firefighters on it because of the terrain. So our strategy is, and what we have is a lot of horsepower up here, paying very close attention to this fire growth. And honestly, that fire growth is doing nothing but good for us right now. We need the fire to move out towards us. It's not moving very fast. It's not running. It's not real extreme fire behavior. It's really more of a chewing production of fire behavior. And we expect to see the same thing over the next day or 2 until it gets out of the wilderness and into a road system and some clear cuts that are actually in here outside the wilderness, some old clear cuts. That's what we're hoping the fire gets into, and that's where our folks are ready to take action when it gets there. So we have a plan to keep the fire to the east of the 171. We're prepared and have folks in place as this fire continues to burn, as it continues to dry out and move around in here. We're prepared to deal with that, and that's what we're hoping to do and planning to do. Up here, just note we aren't taking any action. It's in the wilderness, right on the edge in Hermosa Creek. We're watching it closely, making sure that it doesn't do anything we don't want it to do, but currently not really impacting any values at risk. So these are our 2 focus areas for today. With that, I'll end, and I hope everybody has a good day. Thanks.